this is Nestor again from Oragon Vlog or Oragon Channel. It has been 3 weeks, guys, since I actually posted my last video. So I just went for a quick 2 to 3 weeks holidays with my friends. Then we did a road trip in several states, in Queensland, in Adelaide, and Perth. And now I'm officially back. So I just worked for like 5 days straight after coming back from holidays. Then it's time to do some vlog again. Again, one of you guys were asking about the topic of this vlog, the outcome-based assessment. So I've actually read a couple of things about it, and for today we'll try to answer some of the questions that you guys have been asking. Again, for those first-time watchers, my name is Nestor, and the name of the channel is Oragon Channel. Just to give you guys a background again, I've been here in Australia for the last 8 years, and I particularly work in intensive care nursing, both in public and private sector, casual and a full-time job. So I hope I can give you guys some ideas about this new assessment. So again, guys, just a disclaimer, any information I'm going to share in this video is just from my own personal opinion, from what I've read and what I know. So it's still your job, guys, to validate all these informations in the Midwifery Board of Australia website and the AFRA website. So now let's start the topic of this vlog. So the first thing is, what is this OBA? So OBA stands for outcome-based assessment. So this assessment will be the new assessment that says to be going to change or going to replace the Bridgin program that has been implemented here in Australia for the last probably 8 to 10 years. So I think Australia is actually following the pathway of the Nursing Midwifery Council in UK. So as far as I know, there's a lot of similarities, or it might exactly be the same. So anyway, so the OBA or the OBA is actually indicated for our fellow internationally qualified nurses and midwives who's actually planning or trying to come here in Australia. So what will happen if you apply here in Australia to become a nurse? Your qualifications will be assessed by the NMBA, or the Nursing and Midwifery Board of Australia, and the AFRA. If your qualifications is equivalent to a qualification, to an Australian qualification, if it's found to be relevant but not substantially equivalent, then what will happen is the NMBA will suggest to you to take OBA. So they will suggest, they will give you a referral to take the OBA as a sort of assessment for you to get your registration. The next question will all the IQNMs, or the internationally qualified nurses and midwives, have to go through this assessment? The answer to that question is no. So if the NMBA and the AFRA actually found out or assessed that your qualifications is substantially enough or equivalent to an Australian qualification, then you don't have to go through this OBA. So probably for some nurses coming from UK, probably you don't have to do this assessment anymore. I think this OBA assessment pathway is mainly indicated for our fellow Asian nurses and probably Middle Eastern nurses. That's my best guess. Anyway, the next question will be, when will the OBA officially start? I've read a lot of articles and a lot of news. I've seen a couple of videos, and I've looked at the NMBA and AFRA website. It actually says that they officially started already, they started the pilot program already this year. As far as I know, I think they've already started in Melbourne, most likely in Monash University. I'm not 100% sure about this, but that was the main information that I've read somewhere. So they've already started this program, but the OBA assessment will officially start next year, January 2020. So as of now, the Bridgin program is being continued, and it says in the website that probably until 2021. So bridging program will have an overlap with the OBA pathway until 2021, but the OBA pathway, or the outcome-based assessment pathway, will officially start this January 2020. So if you guys are planning to apply for your registration, probably your registration officer might suggest to you to do the bridging program. If they do that, probably just take the bridging program immediately, then continue that pathway. But if your registration officer under the NMPA will say you need to take the OBA, then probably just wait for the January official start. So as far as I know, that's some of the information I've got. Anyway, some of you might be asking, what would be the cost for this outcome-based assessment? As of now, there's no official cost that was released under the Nursing and Midwifery Board of Australia. Probably at the end of this year or at the first quarter next year, they officially release the official list of the overall cost. The next question might be, who will be the providers or the assessor for this one? Until now, there's no official list of providers who will be doing the outcome-based assessment. Obviously, all these schools that are planning to do this assessment need to apply, or probably have already started applying for their accreditation to become an assessor for this program, but there's no official list yet. So in short, we have to wait until the end of this year, or probably first quarter next year, which is January 2020. So what if you have already have a bridging course referral and you plan to do the OBA? I suggest if you get a referral already for your bridging course, just grab that referral for bridging course and just do it, so that you're done. You don't have to wait for the OBA assessment. That's my suggestion. And the question is, how long will this assessment will be? So how long? Again, there's no official time frame for this one. What was written in the NMBA was it actually depends. It depends on how quick you process your own application for registration. So as of now, it's just all mainly speculations. So I think there's a close relation or probability that it would be the same time frame as the time frame that's going on with the assessment in UK, with the exam and the OSCE. Anyway, I forgot to discuss the main parts of the OBA. Actually, guys, the OBA has two main assessment process. The first one is an online exam, which is a cognitive assessment. So technically, they'll be giving a multiple choice questions for that assessment. I'm not sure how long that exam would be, like if it's like a 75 questions or 100 questions, and what would be the content of that. As of now, there's no official information about that. But you have to pass that exam first, the first part of the assessment, which is the cognitive assessment or the cognitive component, before you can actually progress and apply for the behavioral component, which is mainly known as the OSCE. So the OSCE actually stands for Objective Structured Clinical Exam. So technically, this form of assessment, which is a clinical assessment of your skills, of your knowledge, of your behavior, if your overall qualifications would actually be equivalent to a new graduate Australian nurse. But this is my personal opinion, guys. I believe for international qualified nurses, definitely this would be an easy one for you, because nursing, like for example, from my experience, nursing in the Philippines is 4 years, and in here it's just 3 years. So technically, we're theoretically more advanced, I would say, but clinical wise, probably they've got more edge when it comes to the clinical experience. Anyway, But if you pass those two components, again, there's an orientation program that you have to undergo, which encompasses the Australian healthcare introduction, with the with the Australian culture introduction as well, and you have to go through with this one with your employer too. Anyway, those are just some of the informations I've got for now. Probably we can do part 2 of this outcome-based assessment blog. If you guys have questions, please write those questions below this video. Again, just a disclaimer, this is my own personal understanding and opinion of this new assessment. It's still your obligation, guys, to actually have a look and read in the main website of NMDA and AFRA about this ongoing assessment. And if you like the video, again guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you think this might help any of your colleagues or any of your friends who's planning of coming here in Australia, please share this video. Again, thank you guys for watching. This is Nestor again from Oragon Channel, Oragon Vlog. I hope I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.